Welcome to AI Adventure Tale. The werewolf may have fallen, but Aldoria's night is far from safe. In the abandoned theatre, cursed puppets danced on red strings, until Bert crashed through the stained glass in a blaze of green light. We created this video with a lot of hard work, so don't forget to like, share, and hit that subscribe button for more epic tales.
The night after the werewolf was defeated felt calmer, but it was not peaceful. High above Aldoria, in the forgotten ruins of an old castle, Dracula's eyes still glowed in the darkness. His whispers crawled across forests and rivers, calling for the next servant of shadow. Down below, the town tried to heal, but the air remained uneasy. In the heart of Aldoria stood the once famous Grand Marrow Theatre, locked away for decades and avoided by everyone. But tonight, the dead theater woke again. Its old candles lit themselves, and the heavy red curtains moved though there was no wind. Inside, time felt frozen. Dust floated in beams of moonlight, and the old seats creaked as if invisible guests had come to watch. Then, from the silence, music began to play, a twisted, haunting tune played by unseen hands. Behind the curtains, puppets began to move, their wooden arms and legs twitching. One puppet fell from above, then another, until the stage was filled with them. They had hollow eyes, wide grins, and glowing red strings that looked like flowing blood. A villager who had wandered inside screamed as the red strings wrapped around their body, lifting them into the air like a puppet. Above the stage floated a tall figure with arms spread wide, his white mask glowing faintly in the candlelight. It was the Phantom Puppeteer. His soul had long ago been taken by Dracula, leaving him nothing more than a servant of shadow and control. More villagers began to vanish from the streets, drawn toward the theater by a power they could not resist. Then suddenly, glass shattered high above. From the broken, stained window, Bert crashed in, glowing with green light. His cloak streamed behind him, and the emblem on his chest pulsed with energy. Roots exploded up from the stage, grabbing puppets in mid-attack, while terrified villagers huddled in the balconies, their eyes filling with new hope. The puppeteer reacted quickly, sending glowing strings whipping through the air. Bert dodged and struck back, chains of green light tearing through puppets. But the strings caught him, wrapping around his body and pulling him up like prey. The puppets swarmed him, trying to twist his body into another puppet. But Bert's power flared brighter. One of his eyes burned like fire. Energy swelled in his throat, and with a roar, he unleashed a hydroblast. At the same time, a beam of green light shot from his hand, cutting the strings apart. He dropped hard onto the stage, shaking the ground. Roots erupted like wings from his back. Puppets shattered beneath the storm of water and light. Glowing chains flew from Bert's hands and caught the Phantom Puppeteer, yanking him down from the air. His cracked mask slipped off his face as the red strings holding the villagers vanished into smoke. The candles flickered weakly as the last wave of puppets fell apart. The stage shook with the force of Bert's victory. Villagers cheered, their terror finally broken. But deep beneath the mountains, something else began to stir. In his hidden coffin, Dracula did not rest. The alpha werewolf had been sent to test Bert's strength. The puppeteer had been sent to test his spirit. Now, Dracula knew the hero had grown stronger, but the real war had not yet begun. The night was only beginning to move. Darkness had many names, and one by one, Dracula would call them forward.